Hi, welcome to the 5-Minute Shift Workshop. My name's Emma Bell, and at the Inside Shift I work with people to shift their mindset so they can be calmer, happier and more fulfilled right now. Now, your last call to action was to visualize a presentation or a meeting you might have with a member of the team, or a conversation with a member of the family that you're not looking forward to visualize it using all your 5 senses, and just to notice the degree of comfort, familiarity or confidence that you had about having the meeting as a consequence of any changes that may have occurred in your motor cortex. I hope you tried that, I hope it worked. Now today I want to talk about mindfulness, and we will talk in the next video a little bit more about meditation. But I love Sylvia Boorstein's definition of mindfulness. What she says is it's the aware, balanced acceptance of the present moment. So it's not a resistance to what's happening, but simply a balanced acceptance when you're fully in the here and now. That is all mindfulness is, no more complex than that. And you've heard me talk before about the snow globe, where every single snowflake denotes a thought you might have, and sometimes we wander around with our minds like this, thoughts bowling around, talking to ourselves in self-deprecating ways. And mindfulness allows us to put the snow globe down so that our thinking settles. And when our thinking settles, our wisdom and our intuition can be heard so much more easily. And that's not the only argument for encouraging you to try some mindfulness. Instead, there's research, lots of research, and I've only chosen 3 of the most compelling arguments for being more mindful. The first is research that shows a 30% decrease in death as a consequence of cardiovascular disease in those who practice mindfulness regularly. Another is that for those of us who are mindful, we have less severe and lengthened periods where we suffer from cold or flu symptoms. And finally, research that shows those who are mindful, because of the growth that occurs in this part of our brain, our resilient circuitry, we are able to respond rather than react. We're less emotional and we're much calmer, and therefore more resourceful in all sorts of situations. So if you've not practiced any form of meditation or mindfulness before, then here's a tip you might like to try. Take an everyday habit that you have, whether it's showering in the morning or brushing your teeth morning and evening, or any other habit that you want to try, and conduct that habit mindfully. So imagine that you're brushing your teeth. Feel the toothbrush against your teeth, against your gums. Feel it in your hand as you're carrying out the brushing action. If you're in the shower, feel the warm water down your back and the little pins of water on your head or in your hair as you're washing your hair. Feel the shampoo on your fingers. Be completely mindful of the whole experience. You'll notice a lot of things. You'll notice that it calms you down, and you'll notice how much more enjoyable everything is when you do the act mindfully. Even if you're driving and you stop at a red light, use that 2 or 3 minutes to be mindful in your car. Watch the pedestrians crossing the road. Feel the weight of your body in the seat. Feel the vibration of the engine. Just these practices of mindfulness start to change your grey matter. Sarah Lazar carried out a number of experiments. Now, Sarah Lazar is a professor at Harvard, and her first series of experiments took 50-year-olds and had them meditate. Now, we all know that as we get older, our memory is not quite as good as it used to be, and our ability to work through complex points also diminishes, and that's because of changes that occur in our brain. But what Sarah Lazar found was this, that the 50-year-old meditators had brain changes in their grey matter, which when they were studied against the grey matter of 25-year-olds, it looked the same. So we actually are able to scale back these changes in our brain that occur naturally with age by practicing meditation. Now, Sarah Lazar was concerned that that experiment might be undermined because it wasn't clear whether those people who were part of the study had meditated or practiced mindfulness in the past. So she carried out a second study. And in that second study, she took people who'd never practiced meditation, who weren't active mindfulness. And she took them on an 8-week mindfulness course. And at the end of that course, there were 3 principal discoveries. The first was that they had reduced mind wandering. That's the snow globe that I talk about. The second was that their learning, their ability to retain information, and their memory had significantly improved. And they had reduced stress. And then finally, another discovery was that that part of their brain related to empathy and compassion had increased, so they were more naturally empathetic. So your call to action is this: take an everyday habit, brushing your teeth, showering, or even stopping at a red light, and choose to be mindful during that process. And changes in your brain will occur with some of these consequences that we've talked about. I look forward to hearing how you get on. Please leave a comment in the comment section below. Press the button, get a free download of the True You where I talk about mindfulness, and share this video with anyone you think that might benefit from what I'm talking about. I'll see you at the next 5-minute shift workshop.